Yellow is flag.
Stop, mate. Stop.
Right shot, Ayden.
Come on, Jet.
Let's go, Jetske.
Let's go, Jet. Up the creek. Come on, Jet.
What toss and I want the toss number.
Great, Glenn.
Well done, Jetske. Good leave. Let's go, Jetske.
Oh, mate. Come on, Jet. Come on, Jet.
Come on, Nathan. Come on, Alice. Try this.
Up the creek. Come on, Jet.
He's cutting loud.
Come on, Ayden, let's go, Ellie.
20 seconds now.
Come on, Ayden.
Come on, Jet.
Time in. All right.
Hi, Sharon.
Come on, Jet, go. Come on, mate.
Got right. Right. Come on.
20 seconds now.
Come on. Up the creek.
20 seconds now.
Come on, Jet. Come on, Jet.
Got right.
Come on, Alice. Come on, lad.
Come on, mate.
Come on, Brad. Come on, Kyle.
Sharon. Jets.
Come on, Jetske.
I don't even intend to, but I heard something from over here, and the player acknowledged it sort of thing. She was sort of around and said, So just look. Oh, I didn't hear that. If it was loud, I wouldn't have been a worry, okay?
Sorry, mate.
That's fine. Because it can be classified as protest. I just wrote that for you, just so that I can, no.
Like, you hear me? And you acknowledge it?
Come on, Alice. You can do it, mate.
Come on, Brett. Come on. Down, Alice.
So just mark it so we know.
Break
time.
Second visit.
Hello. 20 seconds now.
Come on, Brett.
20 seconds, Kenny.
Ready, ready.
Let's go, Alice.
Let's go, Carly.
Good leave, Jess.
Come on, Mel.
Come on, Jetske.
Second visit.
3 seconds.
That's all right, mate. Come on.
Come on, kid. Come on, Alice.
Come on, Sharon. Come on, Mel. Come on, Litchfield.
Come on, Jetske. That's on. That's on. God, this is a rule below you.
Are you ready to get you got the chocolate, did you?
Yes.
All spotted.
Yeah.
Third in line.
Shot, Damien.
Come on, Damien. Come on, turn. Follow. Come on, turn, Frank.
20 seconds, Mel.
Come on, Damien.
Come on, Jetske. Come on, mate.
Come on, Mel. Oh, Mel.
Oh.
So I got one more game.
You get serious. Put 3 up and be right. You need 3 in a row now.
Straight, yes. No.
3 up. No, you need 3 in a row. Just like, last game.
Make it interesting.
Oh, best of 7.
Best of 7, most of 4.
Mate, you use the whole time on the day.
Yeah. Then you get that money's back.
Excuse me. Just be careful. Just that the camera gets shaken. Yeah. Sorry, Brian.
Yeah, right, mate. That had nothing to do with reading 3 in a row. Like,
Hey?
That had nothing to do with reading 3 in a row.
No, that didn't. That had absolutely nothing to do with it.
So,
That's cool. Thank you.
unlucky dude. We'll be right.
I didn't even think that would go in. I actually looked at that right.
It wouldn't if you wanted it to.
Yeah, I make it. I can do it.
Actually sent me a message.
There was a couple of
Actually sent me a message.
things.
I can tell her she... She was saying about that now. What are you doing? Unlucky.
Oh well. No, that's okay. But you like it. I know these two.
She hasn't seen it yet.
Come on, Darwin. Shot, mate.
It's fun though. Hey, that's just a second. Look. Come on. want me to tell me the moment when she takes the second? No, when she realises. Thank you. Oh.
Didn't have any really anywhere else to go off the break either.
Shot, Tim.
Welcome everyone to the Gillen Club. The ladies' last 8 being played at the moment. We have Kim Vernon and Sharon Jennings. Kim Vernon from Darwin, Sharon Jennings from Litchfield. Score at the moment is 1 apiece, race to 4 in the singles.
That's it, mate.
Kim on Yellow's played a pretty good safety there, I think.
Shot, Tim. Come on, mate. Come on.
Must in fact have a second visit here. Tricky bridge. Both these ladies have been in good form this week, so this one should be a pretty good match, I think. Tables this week have been extremely difficult to double on. Some fairly dead cushions on a number of the tables. The bed of the table itself's been quite quick. The tails have generally been very straight, so quite good conditions for playing there. But lots of players struggling to come out of snookers or make doubles, so that's been tricky. The down the rails have been pretty sweet, except just first couple of days, balls sliding in the pocket, very little trouble, but just starting to stick a little bit now. Occasionally, you see a object ball rattle and sit in the pocket. 2 visits here. Kim should finish this, but needs to play this softly, I think, and just let that drift a little bit. And could be quite a bit to go in this frame yet. not over now. I'm actually quite liking reds now that this has turned around a bit. That was a good aggressive shot. We're a little bit unlucky with the distance that the red has travelled there. But as I say, these pockets have been reasonably generous. Good chance to drop this. And yeah, I don't think that was hit perfect, but enough leeway for it to drop in there anyway. And these middle pockets have been quite generous too. Hardly seen a ball missed into the middle all week that's been fairly well promoted. And there's another one in the middle, yeah. If you get on the middle pockets here, you're laughing, really. They're nice and fat, and they accept the ball pretty well. Really good facility here at the Gillon Club. Done a lot to sponsor the event, and great to see a really large room with plenty of space around the tables. There will be a lot of semi-finals and finals starting tomorrow. All singles finals late tomorrow afternoon. All team finals Saturday morning for those who want to tune in to CueballTV. So Sharon now 2-1 up, race to 4. Race to 4, of course, is a pretty short race. You know, once you get a break on your opponent, you know, you get 2-1 up, you're only 2 from the victory, you know, so. Promoted that one over the hole, but I'm not sure if a yellow would actually squeeze under there. Another thing about these pockets being fairly generous is you can actually extract balls, you know, without being able to look at too much of the pocket. Certainly personally found this myself this week, being able to get balls out where you look like half the pocket's covered, but you can still squeeze them anyway. Two visits here in pretty good shape. I'll be looking at running this red onto the other red and dropping it, and you should be finishing here really, or certainly having the finish in your head. Played that quite well. The only slightly tricky ball is the red next to the 2 yellows and the black, but looking to first develop it here. A little bit of bottom right. And that's actually a really good shot. Perhaps not quite the way she's going to play it, but the result was exactly what you would have wanted. Oh, that's not bad either. Chance to come back to 2-all here. And as I say, get on the middle pocket for this black, and you should be laughing. Very few of them miss this week. Even from here, drop this in, you've got pretty much straight black on the middle. The white's going to be, I reckon, at least 6 inches from the rail. Play that sweet, yeah. This has actually been quite a good out from where she was. Whenever there is a lot of yellows in the area, you can run into traffic, but she's played this very well, I reckon.
Now I'll get you to, do it.
And the commentator's curse. Actually, it didn't even look like it, did it? That it was going to go. It's funny what a bit of tension in the back arm can do, you know. It's, Sharon Jennings, been a teammate of mine in the Masters before. Very confident player, and loves the scrap. I think it's in pretty good shape here. This will be a snooker. I called it wrong, and I think I had a better option there. Promoting snooker over the middle bag there would have been ideal. It's perhaps come out just far enough. And it's perhaps come out to the middle of the table enough for this to be a little bit tricky for the in off, and has chosen to go down, up and down the table with it instead. I'm calling a snooker again this time, and if she lets me down, there'll be words spoken after the match, I think. And I didn't see a foul here. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm really confused here. We saw, unless there was something that was, you know, was given that we didn't see. Sharon's just had 2 visits there for whatever reason. But no complaints whatsoever from Kim, so something must have happened. Sometimes there's a little thing you don't pick up, a little touch on the ball. It's just sat that behind the ball, but I think this a bit hard to see on the screen sometimes, and I reckon this yellow's available. And by the way she's lining up, definitely available. And that's just stayed out of the middle pocket. And that's the Sharon Jennings that I know. And that's quite a good snooker, because promoting the ball at the same time. One of the big mistakes we see from a lot of players is just simply snookering. You've got to promote the ball to a position where it's going to be to your advantage when you get back to the table. And so Sharon with 2 visits here. And just getting the ball out into the open here. He's played that quite nicely. I imagine we'll attempting another snooker there, but unsuccessful. Although the only thing going for that shot is that the white and the black, quite a distance to travel here both. So not an easy pop, but you play this at a good pace, sit it over the bag if it doesn't drop. And yeah, not happy with that result, I don't think. I reckon we've got yet another snooker coming up here. Just checking to see if the ball's frozen, which I don't think it is. And again, a promotion and a snooker. But I think depending on where Kim's leaves this, it has to be time to go when she gets back to the table. Kim burying that in behind the ball. That's a pretty good shot. Yellow's definitely available to the middle pocket, but always awkward when they're right on the pocket like that. Not much room to swing the cue back. But I mean, you simply have to take this on. The ball goes. You've got two visits and a clean up left. Just taking it on as you would. Let's punch that one in. And I'm actually predicting another snooker. Yeah, and here we go. Those wanting to watch the finish of this match maybe should go and put the kettle on and rug up, and could be a long haul. Still 2-1 here. Although there would be some NT people, if they're watching this broadcast, it might remind me that I had one frame against Lee Rashu go for 35 minutes yesterday, so it's not just the ladies known for long frames. And remembering, of course, these are elimination matches, you know, if it was just a pub game, you'd lash in if you went, all well and good, but there's a lot of stake here. There'll be an NT title to play for tomorrow, so. Everyone remembers who wins, not how long it took. So, one visit remaining here. As I said, these middle pockets are pretty generous. Certainly if it was me in this shot, I'd be playing top spin through to the pocket up behind the black. And we've seen another ball miss to a middle pocket. Perhaps not the worst result though, and perhaps playing for that, considering she didn't make the black. Just starting on the other table for the broadcast, we have Daniel Greatz and from Darwin, playing Brad Muller from Alice Springs. And this, I would understand, would be a reserve grade last 8 game, yeah, race to 4. Played against Brad Muller in the Masters teams this week, and been quite impressed actually. Played some very good pool from what I've seen. Daniel Greatz, I believe his first championships, I could be corrected there, but I think his first championships playing reserve grade for Darwin. Good effort to make the last 8, obviously. I think we could have a pretty good match here. Yeah, Brad Muller there. Just switching back quickly, Kim Vernon on black. Very tough black, this one. And that's sitting out from middle bag, fairly tight to it, but and actually this is a tricky little shot. I think it's sort of narrow enough and the white's got enough to travel. It's not easy, but surely you've got to back yourself to go here. you have to back your side. And Sharon being 2-1 up, of course, this puts her on the hill if she gets it. So critical shot in the game. I'm backing Sharon to go here. Get it here. Yep, straight in the hole. And that's a really pivotal shot in the match. These short races, you get shots that can decide it. So Sharon 3-1 up here, and with the break. Still on the first frame between Muller and Greatz.
Seconds.
It's been particularly pleasing this week to see quite a number of juniors in the room. Emily Sanders been very young player, impressive for the Litchfield ladies. Shani Headley for the Darwin girls has been really, really good. Young Jessie Brown in the A's for us at Litchfield, been I think shooting about 50% at the moment, been very solid in the A's. Ayden Hodgson, I believe, coming up shortly in a singles quarterfinal for the reserves. Callum Saunders for Darwin. Certainly in the half a dozen championships that I've been involved with, by far the most number of juniors at any championship by a street, actually, and all performing pretty well.
Seconds.
Come on, Alice Wall.
Sharon promoting a red perfectly there. And must have a second visit. So in pretty good shape to take complete control of this game. And getting another pocket. Brad Muller over on the other table on his last two reds. Really, really tough to get from one ball to the other, though.
20 seconds.
Unless he does something outrageous here, I think he's probably just going to try and park this. Has made the pot, but that was always going to be dangerous. Has to come across the table here, and as I say, with these cushions, players have really been struggling with these shots this week. Should be getting used to it by now, I guess, and adjusting a bit. It's hit that okay, but this is definitely an out opportunity for Daniel Greatz. You'd be grabbing this for sure.
20 seconds.
If I'm playing this, I'm running off this. Oh, well, must have had two visits here, Brad, sorry. Must have had two. So that shot makes a bit more sense for taking that on with having two. But the same end result, it's joined the dots here for Daniel.
Seconds, Brad.
Taking on the long potting, I don't mind this because this is coming back naturally down the other end for the last three. It's finished with a snooker there. I don't think that was the intention, but it was always tracking back that way, so I had a little bit of backup there. and played that quite well. So virtually the same equation here for Dan, the only difference being that yellow is now actually trickier down the bottom rail. Might be able to screw off this just a little bit and extract it. I think that was definitely what he was playing for. I would think from looking at the screen the red's available in the middle. I'm not 100% sure. The black may be just blocking it. But I think it's available. We'll find out in a second. No, must have been blocked, I reckon. Otherwise, you would definitely been going for it. And sometimes, even if the second ball behind it is really close to its line, it's enough to put you off just having that confidence in the pot. And I reckon that's a pretty good shot from Dan. You know, I mean, this would be a massive pot to make, and over the bag down the bottom here would be quite handy, and that's where he's gone.
Great shot, bro.
And that's a great shot. It's a sensational shot. Not the easiest black in the world with this bridge, though. See, a lot of players try and put a little bit of side on the ball, bridging over a ball, and that's often the result. The white just drifts a little bit. By the time it gets there, you've lost the line of it. And I'm really liking Daniel from here. I'm not sure I would have gone that way. Perhaps would have been starting right down this bottom end, dropping that ball in or over the hole, then working my way back. But I can see how he's thought about this. He drops this yellow in the middle. He can work down this bottom end with the last three. But this, again, is a tricky little push into the middle. And really not one you can afford to miss. Not the easiest black on the planet, though, here for Brad. You've got to hit this very fine. Having said that, as I say, with these pockets, you catch this fine, it's in the hole. It's not going to rattle and stay. If he clips this fine enough, it will go. And in we go. That's just like that. The one thing I've loved about the tables this week is being able to slice balls or run them down rails. And just going back to the other table for a minute, because as we know, Sharon Jennings on the hill, and I think Kim in a lot of trouble here. It looks might even be a total snooker. We've got two reds over the pocket for Sharon. So really a big shot needed here, or you're in an absolute world of hurt, I think. I think it just has to be up the table and hope the yellow drops. Or perhaps an even better result would be the yellow sitting over the hole. We're getting an adjudication, I think, on the total snooker first. Yeah, Ken Koenig coming in to adjudicate. Also known, of course, as Grandmaster Ken. And that's a good shot. That's a very good shot. I'm still fancying reds here because of the fact that there's two of them. It gives you quite a big target area going up and down. I might even be able to get past here. The trouble with getting past is you probably can only get the back one. And that's what she's played. And that was the trap with playing the back one. He was going to kick that. Having said that, did that myself yesterday twice, I think. So an easy trap to fall in, and probably wasn't many other options. Going up and down was very risky. At least she's on the second ball here, and that was tough. And has played that beautifully, I reckon. Dropping the red in left you a very, very tough black. This has really put the pressure on. Probably just stay with this game in case it gets decided in this frame. And chance to go here for Sharon. That was quite a good pocket to cover, though. That was the natural pocket for the black. Interesting to see how players use the rails. You know, a lot of these players, not 9-ball players, don't like using the rails too much. You know, I think someone with a 9-ball background is loading up there and coming around the houses and getting behind it. But I think if you hit this black nicely and in under the yellow, it's actually kicking the yellow to the other yellow and promoting the black towards the pocket, which would be a pretty good result. And I reckon that's where she was trying to go, but not quite. But and not a great spot for the black, but yellows really can't go here either without playing a couple of really good shots. Make a quick mention while we've got a little bit of time. Damien Haar returning to the titles this year. A lot of people, if they're around Australia watching CueballTV, definitely be familiar with Damien Haar's name. Good to see him back again. Played a few frames against him in the Masters this week. And he's hitting some balls pretty well. And semi-finalist in the singles this stage, so could be seeing him there in the final, perhaps.
Give me 20 seconds. Change funnel.
Oh, made the pot, but terrible position for the next one. This is going to have to be a big shot. Oh, hello. How does Sharon feel right now? Leaves herself a huge pot just to stay in the game and makes it. Gets on the black and puts it away. Ball's being racked up there, so we'll go back to the other match. Brad Muller 1-0 up. And in good shape here, as I said, these pockets generous down the rail. Should be able to pace this and promote it over the bag or drop it. It's done the promotion. I've got a replay here, and well worth it. And that's just a sizzling shot. Ben Noonan, eat your heart out. Brad screwing back, and I think by the look on his face wanted to come back much further than that. He's still got the ball available, but of course going to be drifting away from the black. He'll have a tricky black, but a chance to go 2-0 up, of course. And as I say, short race, 2-0 up's a handy lead. And will not be happy with that. It's a question of here, can Daniel take advantage? probably playing a snooker here. And don't think he's got it, although I think with the white ball being on this side of the table, you'd need an incredibly thin slice to drop this. And in fact, jacking up to Massey a bit, probably just trying to just hit this, and is given 2. And it should be join the dots here, really. You go into the middle pocket, probably with stun, because you want to be, or even probably travel through just a little bit, so that this last yellow that's going to be over the bag, you can screw back nicely and just tap the black straight in the middle. And Daniel not with the program here, going the totally opposite way. But at the end of the day, if he makes it, well and good. Yeah, I'm not liking that as much though. You've got 1 visit and you've probably got a long black, which, yeah, admittedly to an open pocket down the cushion should make, but probably feeling the pinch a bit more than he would have been tapping in the middle from behind it.
Second stand.
And yeah, a little bit jerky on that. I guess the one advantage of the way that he went, of course, is the pocket that was available to Brad, he's now covered, so a bit of insurance there, I guess, with the first shot, which is not a bad thing. And pretty good shot from Brad, I like that. As I say, the black was nice and available to the middle pocket, and don't think it is now. Should point out, of course, how much easier it is from the commentary chair here. I guess for those perhaps watching who haven't played a lot of competition pool, lots of nerves out there, a fair bit of pressure, and seen some great pool this week at different times and some wonderful shots played, but very easy to get that adrenaline rush, and you know, the simple error, and you walk away shaking your head, what did I do there? But everyone's done it, everyone will do it. And I think that's what Brad's thinking right now. And really that should be end of frame. Interesting to see where he positions the white here. And should be just rolling off this out behind the black. Perhaps stabbed at that a little bit, 2 shots here, should be game over. And hasn't hit that absolutely perfectly, but second visit in the hole. Head down, through the ball, straight in the hole. 1 each. Interesting seeing Daniel position that white ball behind the ball line. Alec Everardis, a player that be known by pretty much everyone involved in top level 8 ball right across Australia. I've seen him at the Empire drilling into players to be extremely careful of that position, because you put the white ball anywhere you want. Getting perfect shape and perfect angle for the next ball just should be absolutely critical. You know, players kick themselves for finishing a few inches off perfect shape, and then they get the chance to get the white ball and put it anywhere you want. Why wouldn't you get it where you get a perfectly natural angle and an easy roll off and great shape? You know? So Kim back to the other game because, of course, Sharon's still on the hill here. Kim playing a foul, and I think foul snooker being asked for. And being on reds, there was absolutely no doubt it was. So this is now a chance for Sharon to go out with 2 visits. The only difficulty I see here is the red near the bottom pocket. And that's, to me, that's an excellent shot. It might not have looked that difficult, but the only tricky part of that out from there was where the red was hidden, and it's now available. So a very critical shot. And unfortunately, it's followed a fine shot with a bit of a Barry Crocker there. It suddenly made the easy out difficult. But then followed up with an absolute ripper. So it's been a mixed bag with these 2 shots. A great shot, a poor shot, and then a great shot. But the result, of course, is a chance to finish here. And that's a perfect kiss, and this is a push into the middle. I'm putting my house on this going in with Sharon. Confident, experienced player will put this away, I'm sure. And in we go, and we have game over. So, Sharon Jennings into the last 4 of the ladies. So coming back to the men's game, Brad Muller and Daniel now 1 each. Daniel Greatz on reds, and I'm quite liking where reds are at the moment. Every red available. The only thing that's perhaps making the out tricky here is the yellow covering the bottom down there. But one of the things I was talking about before is how easy it is on these tables to get one ball under another ball. Oh, it was.
I do these ones.
And Sharon walking past there quite pleased with the win, as you would be. Brad Muller coming to the table here. Pushing a yellow to a middle pocket. Just bouncing off a little bit, but a pretty safe position here, I think. A cannon perhaps available, but you'd have to be game to take this on, I think. Not too much can go too badly wrong with this. Even if you don't make the pot, it would cover the hole, you would think. And that's what he's going to take on. As I say, not an easy shot, but the result should be pretty good. And he's played that reasonably well. Nice smooth shot from Brad Muller there. not sure where he'd be running here, but I'd be taking this yellow out towards the middle of the table into the middle pocket. Should be running slightly away from it, which is going to get him onto the other ones. He's played that quite nicely, I think. Even has a bit of a gate here created by that yellow on the other side of the pocket. Dan Greatz back to the table.
Second fan.
So Daniel Greatz plays that one into the middle. A little bit of a head shake there, but I don't mind that result. A fine cut here could possibly extract the other red. Go on the big double.
Whoever does one.
Brad screwing back off that. 100% convinced he wanted to be going right down the other end there, just didn't get the rotations on the ball. Be interesting to see if he takes on the shot coming off the back rail and dropping the yellow in the middle pocket. If he made that shot, the out would definitely be there. But I guess it's a big shot to take on, worrying about a foul. It's just left 3 yellows in the open now. But looks like we're going to have Ayden, Hodgson and Wade Barry getting ready for the other game. And this is a contest that I'm really looking forward to. Young Ayden, now his second championships actually. Still, I think just 15 years old. Might have just turned 16, but I think 15 years old. Could be corrected on that. But junior nationals, I think, for the last 2 years in 8-ball junior nationals. As I say, second year as a senior player at the NT Championships. Has played at big guns this year, definitely an emerging young talent. Sportsmanship awarded at junior nationals, so building quite a resume for a really young player. And very talented left-hander. And his opponent Wade, one of the reserve grade favourites here was Josh Sapir. And Wade scoring a 4-0 victory to take out Josh to make this match, so could be an interesting contest. Daniel going for a very fine slice here. And has done well to keep the white in play there. And left Brad a big pot to take on down the bottom here. But of course, one of the things with 8-ball is it's all risk and reward. You know, the big shot might be there, but as we saw with Kim, sometimes taking on the big shot can seal the game. And if he was to make the pot here, then he'd be in the driver's seat. But left it back for Daniel. And the tricky thing here is where the white ball runs. There's a nice big pocket available for the red. But worried about running into that middle pocket or into the yellow. And as I called, the middle pocket was always in play there. And again, this is a bit of a dream if you're Brad Muller. You know, it's, as we said last time, it's put the white ball in just the right position in the ball climb, which he's doing now. Screw back out to come to the 2 yellows in the middle bag. Tap the black in the middle, game over, and with a second visit as a backup. And could have played that better, but it should be home and hose from here. It's just join the dots, tap, tap, tap. Black's in a great position, even if you don't quite get perfect shape for the middle, which you should. You've got other pockets available. And that, I was about to say, might not have enough legs, but they are quick tables. And that's a pretty good result for Brad. The only thing here is the white's going to run a bit, but hitting this fine, you would think, down off the back rail, bounce up towards the black, and missed it completely. Well, from where he was with 2, that would be hugely disappointing. And hopefully this middle pocket's available. I think it must be. Stopping to have a good look at it, which, you know, it's almost sort of becoming one of those frames that no one wants. It still has 2, mind you, doesn't he? So, and he's done a Kim Vernon. I think that might be the phrase for the rest of the commentary now, is doing a Kim Vernon whenever we see a big shot. As we look at Ayden Hodgson now on the other table, as a very talented young player. We're going to see some good pull here, I think, from Ayden. And I'm quite liking that. They were pretty happy with Wade's position here. Ball over hole. Doubles this back. And, well, unlucky there. I think that was a pretty reasonable shot. Perhaps not quite stopping to see where the white ball was going. It's one of those errors that we all make. Played the double back quite nicely, but could be a big penalty here. And he's underplayed that a bit. I think this red is just available though. Yeah, he's having a quick squeeze, but yeah, it must be on. And that's a sweet shot. That's the talent this guy's got. Play the cannon here. Well, I'd like to see some backspin on this to pull it away again. But what do I know? Actually did play that beautifully. And even develop the other ball, screwing back off this behind the other one if I know his game. And I know it pretty well. There we go.
20 seconds.
And not a great shot there, a little bit of a head lift. I'm pretty happy for him with where this white's going to run though. It's, as I said, the running down to pockets, balls drop really easily on these buckets. And he should be coming out for the black into the middle. He hasn't made that, unfortunately, but you look where he was fat on the black. chance for Wade to get the first frame. And it's come back nicely. Bridging off the rail here, but you got a nice big pocket available. In fact, because he's on the rail, I think he's decided to go down the bottom and come back across. And not perfect, but should putt this. And I'm reckon short of the black here. Would be disappointed that Wade. That was a great opportunity. Take one off the young fella there. And played that nicely. Bit of stun, put some momentum on the black, pump it in the bottom, pump it in the hole. And that's an Ayden Hodgson shot. Just transfer across to the other one. Daniel Greatz taking a 2-1 lead in the say short races. Be a fine effort from Daniel if he makes the last 4 here. Of course, a lot of work still to go in this match, but. As in any sport, it's always nice to be ahead rather than behind at any stage. Ayden breaking off on the other table. I think it is a fair break, but it's one of those horrible breaks where balls are just bunched. And in fact, Wade just reminding him that Ayden was the one who racked that, so no one to blame but himself.
20 seconds.
Actually just looking if these 2 yellows at the bottom of the pack are planted or not. Not sure if they are. I think probably just just past the pocket. The advantage reds here is they're the ones with the ball over the hole. Looks a little disappointed I missed that pop, but I'm quite happy with that if I'm on reds. When this pack gets developed, there's going to be balls flying out of the pack. The more pockets you have covered, the greater the odds in your favour. I mean, I'll be even looking at developing this pack now. I guess the big concern is where does the black go? You know, you'd be filthy if you lost the black early in the frame like that. So perhaps wisely decided not to take on that on yet.
Go, Gratzy, come on, mate.
Promoting another red over the hole, which I like. Wade leaving him snookered on the reds, and that's quite a good shot. Actually, wouldn't mind if you're a total snooker here. He's trying to run off the back roll and actually sit on the reds. Would leave your opponent in a horrible position. He could be playing a big massey here, which would be, and that's what he's done. That's quite a skillful shot, although hasn't really gained a great deal out of it. And Wade plays nice, smooth, run down, drop in the pocket. Impressive that shot.
Shot, mate.
Go, Wido.
Had quite a few practice games with Wade on the first day we arrived, actually. Seemed to really enjoy his pool. And good to see him getting involved in the championships at this level. And where are we going here? Clipping off the edge of the red. I was hoping, I reckon, to get back in there. That would have been ideal, but I'm actually quite liking reds because the reds now form the back of the pack as well as having the pocket. I'd like to see him nudge this red and actually sit the white onto the yellow, although I reckon he'll take the pot on being Ayden, which he has. But where to now is the question. You really can't take this last red over the hole now because you then have to break the pack for your opponent. And he's played the bottom red, but just sat it on the bag. So that's not a bad option. And this is actually becoming almost one of those chess games, like who breaks the pack first and what happens when it gets broken. You know, you're sort of in the lap of Gobbertson a bit. And actually, if I'm Ayden Hodgson, I'm going now. Your opponent's still going to have 5 yellows in the black. And if either of these reds finish down near this bottom pocket, you are just laughing all the way to the bank.
20 seconds working now.
And I was about to say, don't mind the way he's played this, but I reckon this yellow goes 100%, and it does. A little bit unfortunate for Wade there that he extracted it, and the red came and sat ugly. And that's actually a really good shot coming out the knuckle there. Quite impressed with some of Wade Barry's pool early in this match. Ayden has got the 1-0 lead, but she's seeing some quality here from 2 reserve graders. You know? And again, a good shot from Wade. Double, look where he's left the line. Very awkward. Just what we call a flick here. Just flick off the ball. And that's a lovely hit. This is a quality frame, this is. The thing for Wade here is he's snookered, but being a total, you don't have to make a ball hit a cushion. So it's roll across. The key is to sit tight on the yellow. You don't want to promote anything here. And he's gone the middle pocket, and really that It was a strange shot, I thought, and a bad result, of course.
20 seconds, Dan.
As I say, foul snooker rule should apply here. Although, sometimes with a foul snooker, he's actually having a look at this, Wade, but turn it up. But I say, what do you do with it? And I don't mind, this is pot the yellow and crash into the pack, or just roll down there. Must have a plan to develop it, though. That's the issue here. The only thing is, if he takes these other two reds, does it go into the bottom pocket? If it does, then I can see where he's running here. And he's just broken the balls there. Got the black out, but even with these pockets being fairly generous, has got a couple of tough options here. If this is on for the middle, which it is, then it's not so bad, and that's a really good shot from Ayden. Saw a bit of his talent on show there. That was a nice putt. Put this in, screw back, put the black in the middle. And I like commentating on this kid because he does the basics really well. You know what he's going to do. And it's straight in the middle. 2-0. And I reckon Hayden's going to be hard to catch from here. On the other table, 2-all. Brad Muller, Daniel Greatz. Just take a quick break from commentary here. We'll be back in a few minutes. We'll see where we're at then.
Seconds, Dan. Seconds.
I'm on Wado.
Okay.
Come on, Alex, let's go, Wayno! Come on, Daniel, let's go, Darwin! I didn't talk about that.
You can cheer them.
Good dog. Come on, Becca. Let's go use Alice Mob.
Okay. Go again. All right. Hello.
Come on, Greatz.
Come on, Daniel.
Top shot, mate.
Nice hit.
Come on, Wayno. Let's go, Alice.
Well done, mate.
Hey, second slip.
I'm not letting him off the table. Oh, it was your ball.
Yeah, come from the other end of the field.
Come on, Daniel.
Shot. Hello. Come on, mate.
Come on, Darwin.
Come on, mate.
Come on, Daniel.
All right.
Come on, Daniel.
Break, mate. Top break.
Yes.
Come on, Ayden.
And Ayden Hodgson doubling the black. 3-0. And would expect him to run home from there. Nice tight match on the other table though. Dan and Brad 2 each. And that's in the middle. That's unlucky, I think. Bit of a wry smile there. Daniel is 3, I've been informed, so Brad needs to make the most of opportunity here. It's not actually on TV, but there are 2 other semi-finals games, so I'll just run through the names for people who might know it. Yeah, Ayden and Wade. I think Ayden's got a third one here. So yeah, I think it's 3-0. I'm sure he's gone 3. I could be wrong, but I seem to remember 3 him running 3. And he's made a ball off the break. I've loved breaking on these tables this week. You know, I think, you know, there's been a few occasions dropping 2 or 3 or even 4 balls off the break. They've been going in nicely. As I say, the bucket pockets, they accept them pretty well. The bed's pretty quick, so. Teammate Chris Beakley's got a fantastic break. He's been shelling like there's no tomorrow. And I quite like where Ayden is here. And yeah, 3-0 I think. And colour, well, 2 yellows sort of slightly tied up. One at the balk end that's a bit tricky. One here which he's taking now, which I don't mind that. That's, you know, 3-0. Your opponent comes to the table. 7 balls in play, one of them blocked to the bottom pocket. One of them tied up at the other end. I think Wade's going to have to do something special here if he wants to get back into the match. Actually, might just focus on this game between Brad and Daniel for the moment, seeing as Daniel's also on the hill. Brad had 2 last time I looked, not sure if he still has the 2. We'll find out in a second. Does he come to the table again? No. But what he has done there is covered a pocket, and a fairly important pocket with the red and the black going that way. But nicely played there from Daniel. But I think this red that he is on, I mean, you can have a look at that screen as well. I'm sure that's blocked on both sides, isn't it? I don't think there's any way to get that to a bottom pocket.
That's 20, Dan.
I think he was trying to clip off the edge of the yellow. There wasn't a bad option, and a little bit stiff to miss it by a couple of millimetres, I think.
Come on, Daniel, you can do it, mate. Let's go. Come on,
A little bit of support there for Dan. And Brad Muller's played an absolute peach there.
Go, Brad! Let's go, Alice!
The crowd getting a little bit boisterous over there. Good to hear some noise in the room.
Shot, Brad. Shot, Brad.
Dan just saying there, nicely played by Brad Muller. And we'll see where he gets with this shot. Comes out nicely. Pretty sure that black doesn't pass the red. As I say, sometimes the screen can be a little bit deceptive. You don't actually get the vision of the table itself, but I reckon that's either tied up or it's tight, one or the other. I guess we'll find out if he comes out behind it. But I guess even at the worst, you're going into the corner of the pocket and you should be able to sit it there. Obviously, we'd love to be able to drop it in, but we'll see how he plays this, whether he tries to come back out for it. And I mean, that's good safe. That's a good safety either way, though, isn't it? I mean, that's where the red and the black are going. You know, if Dan Greatz goes out from here, we'll shake his hand and congratulate him. You know. And that's a pretty good shot from Dan Greatz. And has actually given himself a chance, albeit a very tough one, to go here. Would need to play a monster shot to the middle pocket to drop the red. And I guess just weighing up his options here. Can he play a safety? Can he roll off the red, get a snooker? He's gone the big shot in the middle and almost made it. And look where the black is. It would have been, that would have been the match. And interesting here, of course, as we said, short race to four. Score is 3-2 Daniel, and Brad is going to be filthy with that. It's a chance to get back to 3-all. Not a total. I mean, that's just horrible. Perhaps the only thing that might be in his favour is just being able to bounce out this black. And perhaps just sit the white ball down on the rail. Has gone the big pot, and
Come on, Greatzy! Come on, Greatzy!
we were talking before about risk and reward. The you know, the penalty there was big. He makes the shot, it looks fantastic, but it's now a case your opponent pots this black's game over.
Past the bar, yeah.
And so if Daniel drops this into the last four. Pressure on this, of course, bridging off the rail, and has not made it.
Lead, mate.
Big lead, yeah, good lead.
Would be upset with missing that Daniel, but at the same time, you're 3-2 up, and look where it is. It says absolutely no man's land for your opponent, at least. And is this Ayden? No, sorry, it's it's gone a huge triple, and said, I don't care how nervous you are, mate, you'll pot this one.
Well done, Greatzy!
And it's Greatzy, gets the chocolates.
Good boy.
Ayden snookered here. And like all players having trouble with the rebound on these cushions, and he wasn't in the ballpark for that. Wade Barry takes on the big double. Misses, but gets a pretty reasonable result here. And in fact, if he can drop this red in, it's just one of the easiest blacks on the planet. But won't be happy with that. Hasn't even got it near the pocket, really.
I know.
Knowing Ayden's game, there's a double back coming here. Doesn't want to overcook it to get too far. Yeah. And in there. And Wade trying another double. I reckon he's going snooker here. It doesn't normally go snooker, but wouldn't be the worst option in the world, that's for sure. And he's played that pretty well. As I say, rare you see him play a defensive shot, but that was just begging for it, and good to see him play it. And you got to have those in your armoury, whether you use them a lot or not. They need to be there, and that was the perfect time to play it. That's a good shot from Wade in return. And what he's done in effect here is said, well, you can pot this, but if you miss, and it's a tough shot, if you miss, Wade's a chance to finish himself now. This will be a big pot if he gets this. This will get the crowd running. And he hasn't potted it, but left the white in a pretty ugly spot for this red man. This will be a big shot from Wade. He's taken it on. And the only thing a little bit tricky here is you're on the rail, so you can't really screw the white back. But I don't mind just tapping this in and slicing the black. But of course I'm not Ayden Hodgson. Although he's made this a tricky little slice now. I can see where he's going, but he's overcooked it a little bit. Where is he aiming here? Is he going down the bottom? He is going down the bottom. Not the worst leave in the world, though, is it? Wade, oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Get that into you, Ayden Hodgson. Just when you think you've beaten me, get this. Dan Lynch looking at the return here. Be a handy shot if it comes off. And I think that might be where he's going. That still have to be played well, though. And this slice is on, but gee, it's fine, isn't it? And he's going the long double, actually. He could even get a snooker here, but no, I reckon that's just available. A long pot, but this is game if it gets it. And it's 4-0, and get in the hole. He hit that nicely. Not televised matches, but a couple of other tables in view. We have young Callum Saunders up against the veteran Veng Rogers from Alice Springs. Callum, another junior who's made the last 8. And Veng been away to nationals before for the NT team. Not sure on the scoreline between these two, but Veng Rogers on reds. And we've just been informed that young Callum, 2-0 up. I'm not sure who plays who in the semis, but would love to see a Callum Saunders Ayden Hodgson final. That would be an absolute ripper, I reckon. The two young blokes going head to head. And perhaps sticking with this match just for a little while until we see what comes up on the TV tables. Callum Saunders 2 and Veng Rogers. Callum a chance to go 3-0 here. And has played that sweet. Here from the crowd, great hit there. And it wasn't a hard pot, but position is 9/10 of this game, and that was excellent position. And what that excellent position done has made these last two, you know, just sweet tap-ins. A little hand slap there for the young fella. Ayden getting his victory. Callum goes. And yes, they do go in middle pockets. Putting that one away easily. Young Callum plays with a bit of passion, I like. You can see a bit of emotion there. And he'll definitely be keen to finish this off here. Looks like he has the break. You know, it's, as I say, these tables have been breaking really well. "3-0, get a good break here, go on the attack, surely." Good separation there, but I'm not sure. Yeah, about to say not sure if anything will drop, but something has. An interesting choice to make here. Reds, I reckon, are the go because there's a couple tied up, and he has chosen Reds. So it's, you know. I'm playing with some real confidence at the moment. Long way to go here, but this could possibly be an out. Certainly not an easy one, but and certainly not an easy one now, although might be able to go down the table with us. And sold that a long way short. But the advantage of choosing the suit correctly is that he's, even though he's missed, he's still in control here. There's yellow tied up. And Veng's got a power of work to do to get this frame under his belt. He's tried a big extraction there. And not happy with that, but this perhaps not the worst result in the world. We've now got a red on the other side of two reds on the other side of the table, where one of Veng's yellows is. And Kel's played a big double up and down. Not a perfect result, but it's, as I said, that was one of his reds wasn't available. Now it is. So we have 3-0 Callum Saunders. And in pretty good shape on these reds. Rolls off that one. Perhaps a little flick into the middle, although there are a couple of other options. And hasn't quite made that. That was fairly tight to the pocket though, so it wasn't an easy one. This, I think, the last match of the, I'm pretty sure the last match of the night. It's the only two competition players on the tables, other than those guys just having a hit, so we'll just stick with this match till it finishes. But and Cal a chance to finish it here, perhaps. There is still an ugly red down the other end. It's a question, how do you get on it? Perhaps, you clip off this red here and it naturally takes you back down the other end. That's where he's gone, but skidded on him a bit and fallen short there. Was going to be on the wrong side anyway. Daniel Bale, one of the organisers, on the phone there, facing the camera. Next to him, Jimmy Cersei, many people will know. And obviously tweaking loud enough for Jimmy to hear. Jimmy playing in a Masters team final, part of the strong Darwin squad, which has gone through, I believe, undefeated at this stage, so be pretty happy with that. A team that also features Carl Borsey, many people will know, veteran of many nationals, Clem Chan also. Lee Rashu, so quite a powerhouse side, that one. Food's been quite good here. Jimmy been enjoying a few donuts. But getting a bit distracted from the game here, Veng Rogers. Perhaps going to be able to get this yellow into the middle, but it was tight. And if you're Callum Saunders, surely going down the bottom of the table here with this red, and in or over the hole is going to be a good result. And his pace, that's rebounded quite a bit on him actually, although it didn't catch the jaws. That was critical there, was catch the jaws to sit it in the pocket. And Ven going for a fine slice here, or just to nip that back over the hole. Not a bad shot. Although Callum basically in the same situation here, I think the good part about that shot for Ven is if he gets back to the table, it's now a situation where yellows are a chance to go. And I think he's just going to have to take this on. And he's hit that sweep. And you just got to back yourself to finish here. And a bit of a roof will look. I reckon the yellow's on, but where does the black go? This could be interesting. Might even double this to avoid, to take it out of play, and has doubled it. But like a lot of players this week, just not getting the rebound you'd expect. And Feng just saying the cushions are dead, and they are. It's, Oh. And not a good shot, unfortunately, not a good result either.
on, mate. Come on.
And this is a chance to finish it here. This is a golden opportunity. Probably put some screw back on this. Doesn't have to get a long way up there towards the other red, but perhaps even, you know, a smooth, steady screw back to get halfway back. I mean, he's going the other end. I don't mind this either, you know. And in fact, basically has the same shot to get on the black now. It's probably quite a good way to go. And this should be it. And a win to Callum Saunders. Congratulations from his teammates. And that's it for the night, I think. We'll be back for a big finals day tomorrow.